in this lesson, you will see something called a number talk. And at the Washington International School, we use these number talks every day to begin. They're sort of like little mini warm-ups to begin our mathematics lessons every day. We spend anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes only, we never go beyond that, to do these quick little short number talks. And in these number talks, you might notice the teacher is actually a facilitator rather than the teacher. The teacher is there to facilitate the thinking and making that thinking visible of what children are doing mentally with their mathematics. So as you notice in the video that the teacher puts first a question up on the board, and that question is a carefully articulated mathematics question that children can solve mentally. They do not need paper and pencil. It all happens mentally, hence why it's called a number talk. Then you'll notice that the children use a special protocol. And in this protocol, when they have the question written up, the first thing they do is give us some signals. The first signal is, we often say, if they're coming up with a strategy but they don't have an answer yet, is a small little movement like this. That means I have a strategy but I don't have an answer. Once they have an answer and a strategy, we have them just go thumbs up, low like this. And the reason why we do this is we find sometimes when children raise their hands, it ends up being distracting for the other kids. So then we want them, if they have an answer and a strategy, not to finish there and start focusing on other things. We want to keep them involved in the activity. And so what we do at that point is we ask them to look for a second strategy with that same answer, or maybe they've come up and realized that they made an error and maybe have a new answer, which they can do that as well. And then from there, maybe a third strategy. So that's the protocol that we have them do. And then once the teacher feels like we have enough signals that most of the kids have an answer and a strategy, then we go ahead and we ask the children to let us know their answer only. And so we go around the group and we ask them what the answers are and we write them on the board. The teacher is the one who does all of the writing. They're facilitating, as I said. Then the next thing they do is we ask the children who would like to explain the strategies that they used. So what the nice thing about this is it really helps children think about number relationships, makes their thinking visible in the sense that they're explaining their strategies. So we let the children share maybe 2 or 3 different strategies, and at the end we talk about the correct answer, but then we talk about, most importantly, is what was the most efficient strategy. Because often children come up with multiple amounts of strategies that some maybe aren't the most efficient. So we also talk about that maybe 2 of the strategies could be efficient, because one strategy that might be efficient for you may not be so efficient for me. So we really celebrate the diversity of thought within the way of answering these types of mental math questions. Again, we use these every single day. We here at WIS use them in our language mathematics classes, in our French and Spanish classes, and we do them every day for about 5 to 15 minutes, and they're called number talks. What strategies do we already know, like that we got down?
Place value.
Using place value. Oh, Miss Francis, you have a hard time with this. Okay, using place value is one strategy. Okay? Yes, the next one.
Using 10.
Using
friendly numbers.
Friendly numbers, that's another one.
Wait, are you using strong?
Friendly numbers. Okay. What other strategies do we know? I'm going to give you an example. We're going to work out a problem. We're going to kind of inquire, and actually not me to tell you how to do it, but I want you guys to think about how you may do this. So I'm going to give you a few problems. We're going to work through it, and then we're going to give a few problems after, which you can use any of the strategies. You guys ready? Victor.
Okay, so I would take 30. I would take 30 from the 65.
Okay.
30 plus 30 is 60. 30 from there and 30 from the 65.
So you're doing 65 plus your 30?
Oh,
Or-
no. 30 from the 65.
Oh,
plus
okay.
another 30 because I know
Okay.
my doubles.
Let me sort of raise
60
equals
and 95.
95. Great. And you know what? You are right. It's taking chunks of the numbers and
Easier.
adding them to make it easier. So that's all chunking is. There could be another way to do chunking. There's not a right or wrong way. Could somebody maybe do another way of chunking?
First, I make the 65 into 70,
Okay.
and the 57 into 60.
Okay.
and I did 70 plus 70, which is 140. And then I minus the 10 from that because 70 is